everyone, this is me, Bottle Sparks, and I'm back at you with a brand new what if? I almost said anime. Sorry. Anyway, let's get to it. Um, let's see. We're gonna make this. What if Deku had zero gravity? Yeah, that's right. We're gonna make it that Deku has zero gravity as his quirk. Okay. As usual, when he turns 5, the doctor said that Deku does have a quirk. It's a gravity type quirk that he has, and that they decided to see what it can do. As you can see, Deku has a mutation on both on all 10 of his finger pads. They said that Deku should touch. They said that Deku touches one of the scientists by accident without even knowing how to use his quirk. Deku says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It seems kid. It seems like your quirk is zero gravity. Will you mind deactivating your quirk?" Sure." Instinctively, Deku releases quirk by putting both his fingers to touch both his fingers together, just like Uraraka. The scientists now know what Deku's quirk is, so they decided to put Deku through one test. They decided to put him through with 10 trash cans that are extremely heavy. That are heavy. You know the trash can that they use in the park? Yeah, those things are kind of heavy. But when all 10 of them, that's extremely hard. So yeah, they told Deku to touch to use his quirk on them. Deku does, and he begins to feel the effects of his quirk. The science see that Deku is feeling a bit nauseous when he uses his quirk. When he overuses his quirk, they believe that is the downside of his quirk. If he overdoes it, if he cancels out the gravity of an object, then the downside is that he'll feel the effects of his quirk, making him feel nauseous. But as seeing that Deku is determined to see this all through, so they decided to put Deku through only 10 minutes. I know that's a bit harsh, but Deku's determination is like unbound. So yeah, Deku is still going, and the 10 minutes are up. They tell Deku to release his quirk, to deactivate his quirk, and he does. Deku does feel a little nauseous, but he tries to stick it out. They believe that Deku's quirk is very, very well versed, and that with his determination, he might be able to make it stronger. May be able to be at the point that he'll be able to ignore the effects of his quirk. So yeah, they decided to tell Deku that he should name his quirk Gravity instead of Zero Gravity. So yeah, they tell Deku if he works hard, he'll be able to do more things than just erase the gravity on an object. Just to cancel out the gravity on an object. Deku understands this, and they tell him that he should work hard with his quirk. The scientists actually see promise inside of Deku, seeing that they believe that they have just been in the same room with maybe the future #1 hero. Yeah, that's right. At kindergarten, Deku goes back to kindergarten back, and everyone starts talking about their quirks. One of the kids asks Deku about his quirk, and Deku says, "Oh, my quirk is called gravity. It's called gravity." So, and they ask, "What's that?" "I'm able to cancel the gravity on objects." And Deku shows this by doing it on a toy. You see? And everyone says, "Whoa, that's so awesome! What an amazing quirk!" And one of the kids say, "Ooh, can you do it? Can you do it on me?" Okay. And Deku does it, and the kid is now floating, and tells Deku to deactivate his to ask Deku to put him down. And Deku, he somehow feels like he can actually like control his quirk. So he tells the teacher to grab the kid the moment she's able to grab him. So he practically brings the kid down just a little bit for her to catch. So yeah, Deku is now able to manipulate gravity to a small extent, but if he works hard, he'll be able to manipulate gravity. Bakugo says all this, and catches Bakugo's intention, and Bakugo comes out and says, "Well, it seems you got yourself a very convenient quirk, Deku. I mean, Izuku." "Yeah, thanks. But it's not very flashy like my quirk. You see?" And he shows off his quirk, and everyone says, and Deku says, "Yeah, your quirk is really awesome." "Of course it is. I'm going to be the future #1 hero. No one else can get to that, is capable of that but me." Deku and Izuku says, "What's wrong? Why did you call me Deku?" "It means that you're nothing. I am far more powerful. I am superior. Your quirk is nothing but weak." "That's not true. If I work hard, I'll be able my quirk might actually evolve. Quirk will actually become a lot stronger than it already is." "You're right. Work as hard as you can, Deku, but my quirk is far superior to yours." Deku. Hey, I kind of like the name. What? And this kind of surprises Bakugo. "Why do you like it? Do you accept that you're weak?" "No, Deku means that I can practically do anything." "What? No, it doesn't. You're an idiot. Deku is supposed to mean you're nothing. You're worthless." "Really?" No, it actually means that I can practically do anything. So thank you, Bakugo. And Bakugo gets irritated by this and just walks away. Years Because of this, Deku needs to work hard with his quirk. So he decides to lift things that are heavier. Of course, this almost makes him that does make him want to actually throw up because he's lifting heavier objects. But Deku decides to just hold out, just to tough it out, and he's been doing this for quite a while. So he's actually way better at using zero gravity than Uraraka. Years later, Deku is now able to ignore the effects of his quirk for exactly 6 hours. Deku decides. So yeah, we're at the end of the day of school, everyone is everyone is like excited, and the teacher says, "Well, everyone, we all know that this is the end of the day of school, and I'm gonna pass out your papers. Pass out your papers for what you want to do with your future." And he knows that everyone wants to, and he practically throws the papers in the air and says, "Ha! We don't need that. Need those. We don't need those useless papers. I know all of you want to go to UA, and everyone begins to get excited and actually use their quirks." And Bakugo, as usual, would say, let me try to copy his voice just a little bit. "Teach, don't let me in with these rejects." I don't know how to really copy his voice. It's a bit tough for me. So let's get to it. Don't let me in with these idiots. I mean, these rejects. We all know that my quirk is far. We all know that I have more. That have more. I mean, that have more promise than anyone in this school. We all know that I am the strongest, and everyone gives Deku the glare. Like, literally the glare. Deku isn't actually listening to this, and he's actually like studying without actually, he's actually like studying. So yeah, this Deku is not only serious about becoming better, he's also serious about getting stronger and actually studying more. And one of the kids says, "What, do you think you're better than us, Bakugo?" And Bakugo says, "Huh, you want to fight me? Fine, I'll take you all on." And the teacher says, "Huh, you did get a good score at the mock test." And everyone says, "You see, the only place that is worthy of me is UA, so I'm going there." And everyone says, "UA? Isn't that like the top school for heroes? Isn't that where All Might went?" "Yeah, I'm going to UA, and I'm going to surpass All Might, and I'll be so strong that all of you will understand to learn your place." Then the teacher says, "Of course, Bakugo, you have really great scores, but it says here that you're actually in second place." "What?" Bakugo turns around with an angry look. What do you mean by second place?" "It says here the person in first place is the person named Izuku Midoriya." "What?" And everyone turns around, and Deku's not actually listening. He's actually like just studying and hearing music. It says here Mr. Midoriya has actually scored higher than you. And he actually took the mock test with complicated answers. With answers that far surpasses our school's learning system. And everyone knows that Deku is going to go to UA. Because they don't actually, because Deku doesn't actually have a cocky attitude and a superiority complex, or have too much pride, but he does have confidence. He doesn't have homework confidence. And everyone begins to like clap for Deku. Bakugo was not happy, so he goes over to Deku and says, "So, do you think you're better than me?" And Deku is not really hearing him and says, "Take off those stupid headphones." And he takes off Deku's headphones and Deku says, "What is it? Something you need, Kacchan?" "Yes, there's something I need. I need to know why. Why are you in first? Why are you placed in first place in the mock test? I'm supposed to be better than everyone." And teacher says, "It says here Izuku is also going. The Mr. Midoriya is also going to UA." And everyone, it's actually happy for him. Because they all know that Deku has a better chance of going to UA with his quirk. So, you think you're better than me? Well, guess what? You're not. You're nothing. You're nothing but a piece of trash that I can stomp on as much as I want. And Deku says, Bakugo, you need to calm down. Calm down. Don't tell me what to do. And Bakugo is about to use an explosion, but then Deku dodges and makes Bakugo float. "I'm not going to release my quirk until you learn to calm down, Bakugo." And yeah, it's the end of the day, and it's the end of class. Deku is about to pack up, but then he realizes that Bakugo is still floating in the air. So he releases his quirk, and Bakugo comes crashing down, hitting a few desks. I swear, Deku, I'm gonna make you pay for this. For making me look like a fool. And Deku is like, Sorry, I forgot that you were still up there." "Well, have a great day, Kacchan." "That loser." He kind of sprained his leg. Bakugo kind of sprained his leg. Deku takes the same route as usual. And Bakugo is still like really angry that Deku made a fool out of him, a total loser, and everybody was watching. And not only that, everyone was also laughing at Bakugo. And Deku is just like, I should have realized that Bakugo was still up there. That's my fault. He probably thinks I'm better than him. I don't actually care about that. And Deku and the sludge villain comes out and was about to and lunges at Deku, but Deku he reacts to this and actually jumped away. And the sludge villain is like surprised that this kid has a fast reaction time. "So, kid, you were able to sense me. Well, it doesn't matter. It won't matter when you're dead anyway." And Deku's like freaking out. What am I gonna do? This is the first time I'm facing off with a villain. Against a villain. And Deku tries his best to actually jump away from the villain, using his gravity quirk as well. And then All Might comes into the fray and says, "I am here. Do not worry, for I am here." And the sludge villain, "Oh crap, not him!" And he lunges up a Detroit Smash. Deku is nearly actually almost blown away by this, but then he increases his weight to make sure he doesn't actually get blown away. His own center of gravity, making him weight a ton. So yeah, Deku is like over there, and he's like about to pass out. But then he tries to stick it out, and then All Might says, "Well, kid, you did good. You did good. You did a great job of jumping away of dodging that villain. And Deku's like saying, "Thank you, All Might. I'm unworthy of your praise." And Deku says, "So kid," and All Might says, "So kid, what's your quirk?" "My quirk is called gravity. I'm able to the sign when I was 5. The researchers said that I could be able to manipulate gravity if I work hard with my quirk. In the beginning, I could only cancel the gravity of any object I touch." "Wow, kid, you have a very strong quirk. There's no doubt that you're going to make it to UA, and there's no and I believe we're going to be able to see each other there." "What? What do you mean by that, All Might?" And All Might says, "Well, it's because I'm going to be a teacher there." And Deku's like, "What? Say what? You're going to be a teacher? My teacher, All Might?" "Of course. Oh yeah, don't worry. I signed your notebook." "Thanks. This will be this will be a momentum to all future to future generations to come. Thank you." And All Might practically jumps away, and Deku is like going home. Now walking through the city and going home. "Oh yeah, I had to pick that up for Mom. She already did." And Deku's mom gets and Deku gets a phone call from his mom. "Yes, Mom, what is it?" And she said that she forgot the groceries back at the grocery store. Deku knows the grocery store that she went to, so he goes over there and picks up the groceries. By that time, he goes home. He's about to go home, but then he hears an explosion, and bum bum boom! It's the sludge villain. And the reason why All Might was lost sludge villain was because a flock of freaking birds. Yeah, that's right. A flock of freaking birds were in All Might's way, and he couldn't see. And they kind of bumped. They actually kind of bumped into the sludge villain, and Bakugo, well, did his thing, did that, and well, But Deku is seeing that the heroes are unable to do anything, because if they do, the villain might actually hurt the kid. And Deku is seeing this, and he sees the person who's in there, Kachan, and All Might's also there, and he's pretty much telling himself that he's pathetic, that he's useless, because he allowed the sludge villain to get away. What happened to... Wait, maybe All Might knows. Maybe he's coming here. But it might be too late. Then Deku stops thinking and goes and starts running. Goes running into danger, and he grabs Bakugo. He actually punches his hand right into the sludge villain, and was able to grab onto Bakugo's arm and starts pulling him. The sludge villain was about to actually cut off Deku's hand, but then Deku, with all of his training, he was actually able to channel the power of gravity into his hand to make a barrier to protect himself from the sludge villain's attack. And he is about to pull out the sludge villain, but then Bakugo, but then sludge villain does a harder attack, and All Might comes in and saves both of them. And you know what happens. The short smash, and the yeah, the weather thing and the whole thing happens. Whole thing happens. Then Deku goes home. Deku was about to walk home to school. I mean, back home, and then Bakugo says, "I didn't need your help, you worthless Deku. I didn't need your help at all. I was perfectly fine on my own." "Oh, I'm really sorry for getting in your way, Kachan." Ah, seriously, does anything even get to that guy anyway? Hmm. I wonder what. I wonder. If I could do that again. That barrier I made. I wonder if I could do that again. Then All Might comes in, and yes, we're gonna give zero gravity Deku, one for all. And I know you're gonna say, one for all, isn't Deku already OP already? No, 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 everyone. I'm gonna say what the masked man says. What the masked man said. I'm gonna give Deku one for all because it's my what if. So you're just gonna have to deal with it as you watch through the series that I'm gonna make. This is gonna be like an awesome series with Deku with one for all. And oh my, is that and the 10 months of training begins. 10 months of training begins, and Deku is able to get all the trash out, clean up all of Dekuma Beach from the trash. Deku has gloves on to make sure his quirk doesn't take effect. Doesn't actually affect the trash. So yeah, Deku cleared out the trash in 6 months. Then All Might says, "Here, kid, take this," and he gets one for all. And tells All Might we'll be sparring for the next 4 months. We'll be sparring for the next 4 months. Okay, young Midoriya. Got it, All Might. And yes, they start sparring, and then the 10 months are over, and then All Might is really proud of Deku. Really proud of Deku for making it this far. And he says, "Good luck on the UA. Good luck in the entry ceremonies, young Midoriya." And Deku says, "Thanks, All Might. Don't worry, I'll do my best. My best." And we're gonna leave it off here for now. Thank you everyone for watching this amazing What If. You guys are gonna see more of this What If. I know you will, and thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.